from the 23rd.
Thank you. No matter what the gentleman from the 63rd says about these maps, the public knows the truth. The portal for public input, Draw Your District, was nothing more than transparency theater. Your emphasis on the importance of least change and retention is completely manufactured and is not an accepted redistricting priority. Your concern over disenfranchisement must have materialized over the last 10 years because it was nowhere to be found the last time the maps were drawn. All we are asking for is a map based on our communities, not our politics, a more level playing field where candidates can win their election based on their message, not on their maps. Permission to read from a printed document? I'll take that as a yes.
Without objection, sorry.
Thank you. Robert Yablon from the University of Wisconsin Law School has written an article that is to be published in the New York University Law Review, and it introduces a new concept I think is very relevant to our discussion today. I'll read a little bit from the abstract. As they carry out their decennial redistricting duties, those in power sometimes audaciously manipulate district lines to secure an electoral advantage. In other words, they gerrymander. Often, however, the existing map already gives those in power a significant edge, and they may see little need for an overhaul. For them, the name of the game during redistricting is continuity rather than change. This article introduces the concept of gerrymandering to describe map makers' efforts to lock in their favorable position by preserving key elements of the existing maps. Gerry laundering and gerrymandering both serve anti-competitive ends. Based on a review of redistricting practices in all 50 states, the article goes on to conclude that gerry laundering is widespread and that self-serving map makers commonly combine gerry laundering and gerrymandering techniques in varying proportions to achieve their preferred results. Recognizing gerry laundering as a phenomenon enriches existing redistricting discourses by spotlighting the insidious nature of continuity strategies. They serve to advantage those in power. Yet, since they appear more restrained than radical designs, they come with a veneer of legitimacy. And then he goes on to say, as a legal matter, efforts to preserve district cores and protect incumbents do not stand on the same footing as efforts to comply with traditional geographic districting principle. As a policy matter, gerry laundering is far more likely to subvert core democratic values than to foster them. And that's what we're looking at right now. The question is before us. Are we going to continue the gerrymandered maps, or are we going to adopt maps that have the state's interest, not a political party's interest, at heart? The vote is no.